Benny and the Jets.
All right, Bubba, Rick and Bubba University, we continue to take young minds and mold them with that superpower of common sense. We're handing out a diploma today to Harvey Brokebike. There she goes, back out into the old world.
Oh, yeah.
I know, it's so sad.
It is sad. We'll miss you.
I know, I'm going to miss y'all. Y'all changed my vote. You know, I was going to vote for Hillary before I came here.
Well, at least that right there made it worth it.
That was it. That's right.
That alone.
I just had another email. Somebody said they just changed their vote over the last segment.
Right.
That's so good.
So that's good. We're trying to do our part.
One vote at a time, guys.
Especially since my wife blames us for John McCain losing. But anyway,
he did enough of that on his own.
I know. Yeah. Had that conversation again Sunday at lunch. Brought it up again in front of the boys. Well, you know, it's your dad's fault. And I was like, no, it was not my fault.
No, he lost more than our states.
She said, I knew when you asked him about man-made global warming, and I was just screaming at the radio.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
You don't mean that.
So what was your perception coming in of this
Well,
show?
you know, I grew up kind of around this show because I came here for all my birthdays and everything else. So I thought it was...
And you shadowed, didn't you come
I
shadow?
shadowed my junior year of high school. So I really thought it was just all fun and no work. And there were several times during this internship that I got in trouble for all play and no work.
All fun, yeah.
So
Right.
what you discovered when you're just coming up for your birthday or even a shadow,
Right.
that's not the real deal. It's
Right.
it's the day-to-day grind.
Right, it is.
Of-
It's
of the-
phone call after attacking person on that phone. You don't
Right.
realize that some of these people that call, I'm if you're listening, you need to be nice to the people that are answering. We're just like, don't shoot the messenger, right? I'm just answering.
Yeah, this is a reoccurring theme.
It is.
I think
Yeah.
one of the things we do the best service to our students that leave is to expose them to the world on the phone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
The real world.
The real world. They're out there. It explains a lot, though, doesn't it?
it does. It's kind of the more I interact with the world, the more I'm scared for the future.
There you go.
Right.
Oh.
It is. We talk to them every day, and you should be concerned. So you had some idea about it, what it was like, because you got parents that raised you right in Rick and Bubba. But to be able to be in Rick and Bubba University and then go out and to go back to college, do you feel better prepared?
I do. I guess when I was in school, I felt a certain way in my beliefs, religiously, but also politically. And where I talked to Brady about it a couple of days ago, like the intertwining the two is difficult. And there were several things I'm like, I believe this religiously, but not this politically. And if you're gonna say one thing religiously, you have to back it up with how you believe,
Right.
like how you use your vote. if that makes sense.
Consistency.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Politically, the politics of the world, when you become a follower of Christ, not just a believer in Christ, because Satan and the demons have got that covered, but is you have to make the political viewpoint fit to your spiritual convictions, not make your spiritual convictions fit a political point. You know, that's the problem, is people try to go,
Yeah, you got to have it in the right order.
well, politically, I'm going to believe this, even though it's in total conflict with what I believe spiritually. I don't think you can do that.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's I definitely think that I've grown that way.
And Harvey, you got some experience that a lot of the interns don't. You actually did your own talk show several days.
I
You
did
did.
after the show.
Yeah.
Right after Rick would leave the room, I would take his seat and his earphones, which they're very loud, by the way.
I know.
Several times you
I-
might go deaf one day.
I'm sorry?
You might go. Okay. So. Well,
I have to feel the show. I have to feel the vibe of it.
Yeah, I feel you.
well, we had several guest stars. We had.
I even took a
Speedy.
call one day.
We took a call, and this woman, bless her heart, I don't know if she knew what we were doing, but she was talking to me about her problems. I'm like, I'm 19, but sure, I'll talk to you about your boyfriend that's cheating on you, you know?
Yeah, you did a good job with that.
Yeah.
I see you brought your boyfriend today.
I did. He's here.
Look at him.
Don't say his name because his work thinks he's at a dentist appointment.
Yeah,
Okay.
He is.
Well,
we have Dennis right here beside.
No, we
yeah.
do. Yeah, we Dr. Dudney actually filled that filling for him while he was here.
Yeah, he got it done early.
So how long you known this guy?
Since high school, actually, when we were juniors, I was dating another guy, and he was kind of mean to me.
What, the old boyfriend or
This
the new
new
boyfriend?
boyfriend,
The new boyfriend.
he would-
This guy was mean to
He
you. Now
wasn't
you're
mean. Let's say it like he would be like, I'd be like, can I borrow a piece of paper? And he'd be like, no.
right.
And then the other boyfriend and I broke up, and started
said, "Let's
dating
go to
Jeremy.
this
I'll,
mean
I'll
guy."
give him a try. Since
You
he's
just said his name.
maybe he's oh gosh, since he's nice, he turned nice our senior year, and we
Turn
started
nice.
You turn nice.
we started dating our senior year, and now we're dating in Auburn.
So he goes to the same school you go to.
Yes, he does.
So is I know your dad pretty well. He vet him out pretty good.
Yeah, he likes him. He thinks he's a nice guy. He has a good head on his shoulders.
Okay. I'll be the judge of that. Keep an eye on
He
it.
Jury's still out.
He has lived in Vestavia. He literally lives down the street. Didn't know who Bubba was.
What?
I know. He walked in and said, "Is that bald guy Bubba?"
Is that bald guy Bubba?
Well, that happens a lot.
It does. We do get that. Me?
Yeah. All the time.
Yeah, that happens all the time. Is the
So-
bald guy Bubba? You don't hear that much. You know, you really, that's good.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Thanks for listening, buddy.
So what are you going to try to do with the rest of your life? As you now leave with your
Well, I actually
diploma?
I talked to someone. They were like, "What do you want to do with the rest of your life?" I was like, "I love Rick and Bubba," and they were like, "That will never happen again. There will never be another Rick and Bubba."
Well, you could create the next Rick and Bubba.
Brady and I, church
Yeah,
kids.
y'all got a little practice.
What if y'all had a show called Church Kids?
The church kids show, we would definitely have Adler working for us.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's working for y'all.
for you?
He's
Now, which
working
one?
for us.
Which one are you talking about?
Brady and I would be coworkers.
Brady is Alex Van Adler, and then
Alex.
Eddie Van Adler.
Alex and I would be coworkers. Eddie would be
He's going to
my
work for you.
assistant.
Rick, did you ever have to
He
walk?
would you want to intern?
Rick, did you ever walk by and catch the show they had going on? Alex is
I
over
did.
there, and he was trying to hold his own, but the girls had him outnumbered.
I never heard the show. Did they do it on RBI, Rick and Bubba Internet?
Oh yeah, they,
Well,
just-
You
I
could
didn't-
probably hear it on.
they were
YouTube
learning about the
whenever.
board and learning how to do things.
The
It was good.
Extreme Club can hear 30 minutes after the show's over, which I didn't realize until several
I didn't either, but I found out the hard way.
times after I had been saying. I would be like, I would just say whatever, and Greg would be like, "You know, everybody can hear you, right?" I'll be like, I was kidding.
Let me tell you, the
But it was
thing-
good for y'all.
You were
Good
talking about
experience.
these different times because I know the show replays and all this kind of
Right.
stuff.
Some people on demand.
But the one that got me was I actually came here. Of course, I guess in other markets it may play at different times. Maybe that was it. I was doing some work here on Saturday, and I looked over at an obscure time, and the phones were ringing.
Oh yeah.
And I thought to myself, I wonder why they're calling at this particular time on the weekend. And there was a side of me that wanted to answer the calls pretty bad, but
It was definitely during the weekend best of, I bet.
But it was like at a time I didn't think
It
the best
shouldn't be
of
running,
would
yeah.
run.
Yeah.
But in other markets, maybe they run it.
That's right.
middle
yeah,
of
I mean,
the-
people call in when they hear the.
Yeah, it may be. Well, we're very proud of you. We think you're going to
Yep.
do well.
Thank you.
So you do
You
go
have
back.
a lot of potential.
I head
you
back
go back
tomorrow.
with a different view.
Right, and I borrowed some of the T-shirts out of the T-shirt closet, so I'll walk around with the Rick and Bubba shirt on.
Yeah, that's
at
good.
Now, are you
Auburn.
going to change? Are you going to fall back into college life or change everyone down there?
I'm going to change everyone down there. I'm going to say, if y'all don't listen to Rick and Bubba, and if y'all are not followers of Jesus Christ, then you need to get your act together.
And ask anybody that's 18 or above.
Maybe in another
to
order
vote.
of those
Yeah.
two. But yeah, we got
might
that.
wanna flop it.
That's it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There's the question that we all must ask.
I know my place.
Has our faith influenced the world more than the world has influenced our faith?
Right. And I think definitely in school, people are believers, but man, they don't want to. They don't want to follow everything. People will proclaim Christ, but not want to follow everything he says. So that's not following. That's just
That's right. Well, I
being
mean,
a part of it.
well, that's where you find out whether it's real or not.
Yep.
It's not what we say; it's what we actually do.
right.
All right. Well, thanks for being with us. You'll do great. There
Good
she
job.
goes. Harvey broke bike flying out of the old Rick and Bubba nest. There she goes.
Diploma in hand.
War Eagle. Follow me on Twitter.
Out to change the world with her degree from Rick and Bubba University
Already promoting.
and common sense. Another one goes out into the world, changing the world one intern at a time. We'll be right back.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.